Alright, we're back. Magic gems. Looks like a red gem and a white gem. These gems each contain a particular magic spell. By simply looking at these magic gems, one can easily determine which magic spell can be used.
Nick, quick, look at this page.
Okay. Is that the red magic gem? Indeed, the red gem you see here is the spell Ignize, and if you look carefully, you should notice that this scepter also has one more spell that can be used. One more spell? That must be the white gem.
Mr. Wright, I found it. Here's the spell for the white magic gem.
Demir, vanishing spell, causes anything the caster touches to vanish from sight. Simply chant a mirror to make it reappear. Alright. Causes anything the caster touches to vanish from sight. Ugh. Oh, I see you managed to work it out in that crusty head of yours. That's just... it can't be! The reason the witch's scepter couldn't be seen is because the magic spell Demir had made it disappear. That's right. In other words, the accused conjured a cowardly spell to camouflage her own use of magic. No. No way! Order, order, order! Inquisitor Bottom, please submit the scepter into evidence. Hold on, please. Is there a problem, Sir Baker? Okay, I understand this is a witch's scepter. However, whether or not the scepter was in Miss Cantabella's possession has not yet been proven. What are you talking about, Sir Apprentice Baker? Isn't it obvious? I'm talking about fingerprints. Supposing Miss Cantabella did in fact handle this witch's scepter, then her fingerprints should still be on it. What's with the silence? You said fingerprints? Inquisitor Bottom, tell me, what is this Baker blabbering about? I haven't the slightest clue, Milford. It is the... sorry, Milford. Oh my god! My lord, it is the Baker's first time in court after all. Huh? I'm afraid it's no use, Mr. Wright. In this world, it would seem the concept of fingerprinting does not yet exist. What? I can't believe it. As I have said already, best you head back to the bakery lest you continue to serve this court more of your half-baked ideas. They're about as half-baked as your terrible puns, Barnum. Forensic science does not exist here. Instead, this is a world in which witches and magic are accepted as fact. Truly fascinating. You need to cast spells. The available spells depend on the magic gems. Okay. What the heck? There are just way too many things I don't know about this world. Mr. Wright, I believe you may not be able to take these things you don't know and use them to your advantage. Huh? The Inquisition believes there is no room for debate on this matter. The accused clearly attempted to conceal her magic. Better luck next time, Sir Apprentice Baker. Perhaps your next mayhap your next loaf will not leave such a bitter taste in our mouths. Now then, my lord, I believe it is time. I ask that you render your unwavering verdict. Pardon the interruption. May I have a word, Inquisitor Barnum? What's that? Who might you be? My name is Herschel Layton. I'm a friend of the accused. Inquisitor Barnum, please allow me to confirm what you believe happened on the night of the crime. You claim the witch's scepter was made to disappear through the use of magic, is that correct? Indeed, through the magic spell Demir. If possible, would you mind providing proof of this particular claim? What? You claim the scepter was not seen. Indeed, that is one possibility. However, a wise man must always consider every possibility. What say you, Inquisitor Barnum? Can the Inquisition fulfill the request presented by the gentleman with the unusual hat? The Inquisition cannot honor this request for proof. If you are asserting that the accused is not a witch, then the burden of proof lies at the feet of the defender. Come on, it's the Inquisition's job to prove that a crime was committed. As I thought, indeed it would appear the accepted method of thinking in this world differs greatly from our own. How regrettable, Sir Apprentice Baker, and you, Sir Dark Hat. Whoa! Inquisitor Bottom, sir, should you require I stand ready to lend my testimony?
Would anyone care to purchase any pre-testimony flowers? I've got a lovely array of bewitching lilies.
Snowy and I will not be dismissed so easily. We came here to expose the identity of this witch, isn't that right, Precious?
A witch's scepter, you say? Yes, I know of such a scepter. Allow me to elucidate the matter. Elucidate. What do you think, Inquisitor Barnum? Your witnesses appear to have something to say on the subject. Very well. Most honorable witnesses, I grant your request to testify once more. Tell the court all you know regarding this Tulia Magica. Well, I've somehow managed to keep the trial going. I owe you one, Sir Dark Hat. Please, Mr. Wright, Mr. Layton will suffice for the time being. Right. When I saw her, the witch was carrying a large... in one hand and a lantern in the other.
The girl had a lantern hanging from her wrist. Her hand was contorted in a strange way.
I got a good look at her hand and it looked for certain she was gripping something.
The witch was holding a scepter in her right hand. She did not drop it once before she was apprehended.
Nope, she was carrying the lantern in her right hand, buddy. I see, the accused hand was contorted in a strange way. I do believe this is quite an important piece of testimony.
I saw it, I most certainly saw it. She was holding an invisible scepter.
We saw it too. It was the girl up there, without a doubt.
I as well. These old eyes don't see as well as they once did, but I witnessed the hazy, blurry form of the accused quite clearly.
Don't tell the court you're blind. My eyesight is as sharp as the edge of my trusty blade. A toy sword. How fascinating. Although I wonder if he understands the implications of that analogy on his vision. Sir Baker, you may proceed with your interrogation. Mr. Layton's giving me another chance. I can't let it go to waste. Goodness gracious. Cannot talk to him. So that's pretty obvious then. Objection! There is a high probability that Miss Cantabella was not holding the scepter. But if for the sake of argument she had been holding it, she would undoubtedly have dropped it at the time of the incident. What do you mean? What I mean, Inquisitor Barnum, is that this lantern proves the defendant was not holding the scepter. What foolishness are you spouting, Sir Apprentice Baker? The lantern's handle was around the accused's wrist. Objection! Meaning she could have held the scepter? I'm afraid that's not the problem here, Inquisitor Barnum. The problem is with the broken glass and the mud plastered all over it. What? The rain had ended just as the murder was taking place. That would make the path fairly muddy, don't you agree? When the thieves grabbed Miss Cantabella by the arm, the lantern must have fallen into the mud. The lantern fell into the mud.
Why, of course. That makes sense, doesn't it, my little snowy Oni?
Snowy Wowie, sorry. Well, what do you say, Inquisitor Barnum, if she was holding the scepter at that time? That would mean that when she dropped the lantern, the scepter would have fallen along with it. Ugh. What's going on? Inquisitor Barnum seems speechless. The defenders managed to turn the thing around, even though he's just some baker. No way, pay the witch's accomplices no heed. They're just trying to trick you. Oh boy. Just what is this?
One moment, please. Everyone, please listen. Didn't we all just stand here and explain to the court what we clearly saw? It's a lantern, so what? What's so special about it? Explain it to me so I can understand.
So that you can understand? Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious just by looking at it. Mr. Wright. What is it, Mr. Layton? There is something about this witness. Miss Kira, was it? Tell me, Miss Kira. How good is your eyesight exactly?
Huh?
As you just heard Mr. Wright explain, the answer to your query is quite obvious at a glance. Tell me, are you able to see the mud present on this lantern?
Mud? What mud? What are you talking about?
Your Honor, did you hear that just now? Ah, yes, indeed. What does it mean exactly? It means that Miss Kira's poor eyesight is the reason she cannot see the mud present on this lantern. In other words, the validity of Miss Kira's testimony is questionable at best.
Ah!
Order in the court. What is the meaning of this? What say you in your defense, witness? I highly recommend you give us nothing but the truth.
I'm sorry, Inquisitor Barnum. It's true, I need to wear glasses all the time, in fact.
You need to wear glasses?
Aha, now that you mentioned it, I did notice something odd about you today.
Oh, I thought you looked familiar. God has missed that cloud in my mind. Fair maiden, a pair of spectacles are as valuable as just you to the night. Make haste to procure another pair. Now then, Miss Kira, tell me, at the time of the incident were you wearing your glasses?
No, I was not wearing them. The truth is, I lost my glasses a couple days ago.
You lost them? So her glasses were missing during the time of the incident. Mr. Wright, I recommend that you keep note of this fact. It can prove useful later. Got it. That's enough we did for the incident, okay. Am I to believe there's nothing left to prove in this matter? At the time of the murder, the accused did not have a witch's scepter in her possession.
Wait just a moment. Zoe and I have much more left to say.
That's right. My trusty sword of justice shall cut through this witch's treacherous lies.
I may have lost my glasses, but I haven't...
Sorry.
lost my will to testify.
Eureka, I remember now. Old age is a way of sneaking up on me. I'm sure you must understand.
Yeah, I understand. I understand you're all completely ridiculous. It would seem we have not... Sorry, not arrived at a clear-cut verdict. Witnesses, you may once again begin to testify to the court. Tell us about the scepter and how it was used in the display of witchcraft that you all witnessed tonight. My back hurts. The girl was not holding the scepter in the same hand as the lantern, which means it must have been in her other hand.
The accused is holding a milk bucket in the court illustration. Who's to say she wasn't also holding the scepter in that hand?
What? That milk bucket is lighter than it looks. Even Snowy could carry it. So she could have easily held the scepter as well.
I did not see this milk bucket. Everything felt like an illusion. The scepter was in her other hand, you say? Indeed, such a proposal is feasible. Sir Baker. Yes, Your Honor? It is the strangest thing. The longer this trial goes on, the more you begin to resemble a legitimate defender. Huh? Well, no matter. Defender, you may begin your interrogation. Alright. So what she just said didn't make any sense. So I'm gonna try pressing her first. The court illustration. That's right. Judging by this sketch alone, it does look possible for her to have held the scepter. However, if you actually try holding that thing, you'll notice just how thick it is. No way could she have been holding it. That is nothing more than mere speculation. You cannot say for certain that she was unable to hold it. You say speculation, I say it's a fact. There's just no way a speller could have been holding that thing. As expected, this testimony is filled with nothing but assumptions and conjecture. Mr. Layton, you know Mr. Wright, there does not appear to be any usable evidence presented in the court illustration. Yeah, I agree, it does look that way. The milk bucket ended up disappearing from the scene. Could that actually be an important piece of evidence in itself? Alright. I guess that wasn't a bad statement at all. Just 1 second, Miss Mary.
What is it now? Zoe and I don't have all night, you know. Come on, then, out with it.
I just have one question regarding your testimony. How exactly did you know that the bucket Miss Cannabella was carrying was light enough for Snowy to carry?
Huh? Well, you see, the girl always uses the same bucket whenever she comes to buy milk from us. Naturally, I would have seen that bucket countless times before.
You've seen it countless times before? That doesn't answer my question. You specifically said that bucket is lighter than it looks. Miss Mary, at some point tonight you must have held that bucket yourself. Ugh. Now then, please enlighten us as to exactly when you got your hands on the bucket.
It's true. By that time, rubs and mugs had already been burnt to ash. And then, I noticed the milk in that bucket that the girl had been holding in her hand.
The milk?
Then, when those two went up in a blaze, Snowy and I made a dash for the bucket. As the girl stood there looking confused, we took the milk from her to make sure it was okay.
Huh? Unbelievable. Witness you.
Well, it was just so wasteful. With the thought of all that disgusting ash falling into such precious milk, I felt I just had to protect the milk, so I took the bucket back to the farm with me.
Madam, do you mean to tell the court that you took evidence from a crime scene back home with you? That explains why we were unable to locate the milk bucket at the scene.
Oh my, you're scaring poor Snowy.
Alright, we're taking a break. We'll be right back with more Layton versus Wright. Stay tuned, everybody.